Okay, so this video is about how I get my knives ridiculously sharp. So there are plenty of options: Wicked Edge, KME, Lansky, water stones, wet stones that you can use oil with. They're basically the same thing, even though die-hard oil stone lovers will tell you that you can't use water on them, and vice versa. I chose the Lansky system because guess what? The deluxe system, that is the basic aluminum oxide stones, $50. Just about $50. You honestly can't beat that for $50 for the edges that I can make. So this is my setup right now. I have a diamond extra coarse, a red 120 coarse stone, a 280 medium stone, 600 fine stone, a 1000 ultra fine stone, and the sapphire stone, which is equivalent to about 2000. I also use a red compounded strop, and this one was a white one. I found that using these on the Lansky system, they're okay, but just a regular handheld strop, which I made myself, it probably won't all fit on here, but it's just a 2x4. Literally sanded it down to a handle. It's actually very comfortable. Then you just take your knife and you go like this to your desired level of sharpness. Now, if you can see, there is this line right here. That's just bare leather. This is a white compound, and this is a red compound. The compounds that I used were literally $5 with some wheels. I will grab the wheels and show you along with the compounds. So basically the compounds look like this. This one just happens to be my reddish brown one. All you do is just literally draw it like a crown back and forth. The other one just happens to be a bright white, so there's really no point in showing you that. They came in a kit with these wheels, these wool wheels that you could put on your drills or bench grinders if you get the giant wheels that go about this far out. But I haven't needed to use these because I got a great result just using my own strop that I made. So the leather, it's just an old welding apron. I nailed them down in the four corners and cut off the corners crudely, but it works. And on the back, if you have a burr that won't come off, you just go like this. And it should break off some of the burr. And then you just go back and hit it again. And it just honestly works for you. So I always get asked, why don't you get a KME? Well, money. Because the set that I want is about $350. Lapping films, strops, CBN emulsions, all the whole 9 yards. I just found that it's very easy, and you can get decently comparable edges with the Lansky. So, I obviously don't really use this one as much. This is a extra coarse aluminum oxide 70 grit, and this is my diamond 70 grit. If you can hear that. I don't know if it'll go through camera or not, but this removes so much more material off of my nail faster than this. It takes from a reprofiled edge on this stone. I don't know, I did S30V and it didn't touch it. I don't know if it was my fault or not. I eventually did get a good edge off of S30V, but it took about an hour and a half to 2 hours because this would not cut no matter what I did. The box that they come in is like this. It's just a plastic box. It's not very tight, but I like it because it's decently small. You put the rods over here, and then you put your stones in this way, like that, and it holds up to 5 stones. Extra screws, the honing oil, and the stand, which I will grab for you in a second. This is the stand that it comes with. All it is that it screws right into the base. You have 4 holes on here to drill it down to whatever. I haven't yet because I haven't been heavily using this. So it goes in. Actually, this doesn't go in there because the basic kit and the 5 stone deluxe system doesn't come with a stand. Why? Because money. Just like how the KME doesn't come with the stand, that costs extra. It does, however, come with this. You unscrew this so that you can put your knife in there. Obviously that's a little thick for any knife. I will explain what this screw does in a second. Just to make it easier on this machine, this is how you clamp a knife onto it. You get a flat spot, you tighten that up a bit, then you take another screwdriver, if you can see this, it adds a little bit extra strength so that it doesn't move. Obviously you can force it to move, but you don't want to do that. So then you take your stand, you just screw it back on, sit it down, voila. Now you can move it around as much as you want. This is a side view of it. It's not much bigger than my hand. Honestly, I don't have the biggest hands, I don't have the smallest hands. They're not medium. I wear extra large. So, there we go. Now I'm going to show you how we put the stones onto the rods themselves. Here's a wing nut screw. You screw it out a bit. You slide this end into the hole like so. You put this level, push this down until it touches, and then you screw it on. Now it just so happens to be decently straight. You can see it goes off a little bit to the left. So all you do is you move it over, see, it's a lot better now. And then you crank it down, and that's how you put them on. Now, what Lansky thought about was, oh, sometimes these get worn out and they dish a bit, so they go like this. But that's an extreme exaggeration, but they will get a U shape in them every once in a while. Then you have to flatten them. So what they thought about was, there is this much material that you have left. So when you get down to here, all you have to keep doing is setting this rod up and keep going a little bit further. So an extreme exaggeration, you can go from this amount of stone to that amount of stone. And you can use it for as long as possible. I haven't needed to get a new stone yet for any of them, except maybe this one soon. It does get clogged up a bit, but you just put some oil in it, rub it in, and it'll just come straight out. You can see that there's some metal left in there, but I'm not going to be sharpening in this video. I will record a different video of me going from the ultrafine stone, which is ceramic, to the sapphire stone, which is another ceramic, but it's way smoother. And I mean way smoother. This gives a great pop of shine. So, basically, all you want to do with this system is you put a drop or two of oil on the middle, then you take a finger, I like to use my pinky because it doesn't touch anything else, and you just spread it all over this stone, and you're good to go. What I love about this Lansky is that, I don't know if you can see it, but this starts at a 17 degree, 20, 25, and then 30. If you're going to get this, don't necessarily go with the degrees as the be-all, end-all, because I sharpened a knife from a 20 degree, and then edge was out this way. It was out this far. And obviously that's not going to make it 20 degrees. it was about 15, give or take a half a degree. So I find that pocket knife edges work very well in the second lowest slot. You just stick the rod through, sit this on, and then you can just go. Obviously, I'm not going to make it sharp. I just hit the camera. Great, Nick. And then you go to the other side after you shine it up a bit. And then you would have a burr, give or take. But you have to make sure that you get a burr on the entire edge, from the tip to the heel. So after you're done with your stones, you will then take this off. You take the knife out. Then you strap it a couple times. And then you'll end up getting a edge like this. It's not a complete mirror, but this only goes up to about 2,000, so you're never going to get a really good mirror looking edge, but you will get a ridiculously sharp, screaming edge. It'll end up like this. And I don't know about you, but I don't exactly need to take my knives much sharper than that. But it's a lot more fun if you can. Now that was just a piece of newspaper. If I can pick that up and throw it away. This is what I absolutely love to use. If no one knows what this is, you are living very easily off of just cell phones. So, this paper is very thin. It can blow over. I don't know if you can hear that, but this is so quiet. I mean, come on. You don't need to get your knife much sharper than that. Now, for the entire kit, I spent near $100, I would assume. So, you get just this one box with that one deluxe kit. You get, I want to say, 5 rods first, the oil, the jaws, which I will show you what it really looks like all together. They usually put screws in some holes right here, but I don't like to do that. I like to keep them in. It fits right there easily. So the stones will fit right around here. So I like to take this part of the stand and just stuff it under. And you would have all of these set up in here. But I like to sit that on top and snap it shut, and it'll fit all of them in there. But what I did is I got a second box, came with another set of screws, another honing oil, and I bought some extra rods. I think I bought 3 or 4 extra rods. That was about $6. And the box cost about 10. The sapphire stone cost about 20. There it is. It cost about 20 to get. It was okay. It's not horribly priced, but it's a little much. I would say about 15 is a bit better for you. This stone was about $20. Yeah, it's a diamond stone, so you can't really get too carried away or bent out of shape or for much better at this price point at this kit. And then again, the compounds, which are literally like a crayon, along with the wheels. You get 2 wheels and 2 blocks for about $5 at Harbor Freight. And the basic kit will cost you about $50. So 50 plus 20 plus 20 is 90. Add another 10 for the extra box, and then add in $6 for the extra rods. Each leather hone costs from $7 to about $10. So you're looking at about $120, maybe $130 on tax for literally a kit that it should last you the rest of your life. But I'm not planning on using this for just a... Well, it's good for a hobbyist, but I'm looking about sometime in the future maybe doing a sharpening service. So I might get a KME or an Edge Pro. Maybe if Birdshot IV can hook me up with a Christmas gift KME set, that would be pretty cool. Then I will probably be able to start a service and do what I love and spread sharp edges around the knife community. So I hope this helped you a little bit. If not, I will be making another video where I actually finish sharpening a knife so that you can literally shave with it. With this knife, I don't know if you can see my hair too well, but maybe you can see the hair. But I've gone all the way around my arm while sharpening my knives. So I'm losing my hair for you guys. Alright, I hope that helped you guys out a bit. Please leave a comment down below. Please like, subscribe if you want to. And I will see you in the next video.